What's cracking, everybody? New video. First off, let me say, if you can hear the dishwasher going, my apologies. But you know, man's got to do what a man's got to do. Secondly, and probably the most important message within this video is this. You guys know that I lost my road dog, my brother, a few months back, right? And today is his birthday. So I'm asking you guys, those of you that are willing to, that are able to, please send my brother a heavenly happy birthday and celebrate with us in spirit, because you know it's important that we celebrate the lives that we lose, the loved ones that we lose, right? It's selfish for us to be sad that they're not here, because you know, the earth is full of suffering. One way or another, they're suffering, and when we lose our loved ones, they don't have to deal with that suffering anymore. So let's embrace that, right? Now, let me get to the video, and before I do, I see in the comment section there's some people that have a problem with the fact that I don't dress like I did when I was 15. You know, you guys are used to seeing me in my slingshot or my work shirt, but you know, this is how I go out in the world. You know, this is the package that I present to people. I'm still sleeved down, they see that, but I still conduct myself, carry myself, and adorn myself with class. And we all should, right? But to each their own. I don't knock anybody on their style. Some of you want to knock me on mine, but I'm happy, man. I'm living life, positive, and got a gorgeous woman. Now, this video, there's been some people lately, and it's been several, and they have to be new to the channel, right? They don't know my message, and it's hate, and I understand that as the channel grows, there's going to be hate. People don't talk down to people that are beneath them, right? They talk up to people that are above them. And I don't mean that as I'm better than anyone, but some people are, quite a few people now are trying to use my channel's name to blow their channel up, and I don't even acknowledge them, so it's not doing very good for them. And my advice to you guys, step your content up, man. You know, that negativity ain't gonna get you far. Now, one of the things that I've been hearing lately is that I promote violence on my channel, or why do I promote violence? And so here's my response to you guys. I promote positivity, but I lived a life of extreme violence. I partook in extreme violence against many men. When I tell my stories, when I talk about my life experience, I'm doing so for various reasons, none of which is to glamorize that violence or that lifestyle. It's actually the contrary. I'm trying to show people, for one, I'm ashamed of the things that I did. No real man takes pride in killing men, hurting men, and indirectly hurting women and children, because every man that we victimize has a mother, has a sister, maybe a tia, maybe a daughter or a son, grandma, whatever. And so our direct action on that man has an indirect action on his family and women and children. And raza, we always try to make it a point of pride that, you know, when we're in that lifestyle and we're doing our thing, we never target women and children, but actually we do, indirectly, right? I may have talked about all this in a video a long time ago, but I felt that it was important that I do it now, again, since these new people who are barely finding my channel are, confused on why I do what I do and why I say what I say. I want your child. I want you. I want your child, your nephew, your niece, your grandson, your granddaughter, whoever, to realize that gangbanging is a thing of the past. Violence is a breakdown of communication. This is not something that we should be partaking in at this time. There's vatos around right now in California that are over 100 years old. Why? Why do they exist still? You know why? Because there's still dysfunctional homes. There's still broken families. There's still addiction. There's still violence in the homes that makes these kids think there's more love in the streets than in their home. And when they get in the streets, like myself, because of my issues and the violence that I suffered with as a kid, I really went the extra mile in seeking acceptance and love in the streets. I was one of that small percentage of people that I could not learn a lesson through other people's failures. And that's an idiot. Only an idiot does that. A smart person, a wise person sees somebody stumble and knows, I need to step over right there. I need to go around that. I need to go under that. But you don't go through that. That's what I did. It reminds me of when I was in prison and, I would have a Sally. I had this one Sally, man. He was super duper bitter. And I couldn't stand him. He was a comadre in the cell, right? And he was always worried about what the next man did, which is what we have a lot of in these comment sections, right? But he was always worried about the next man, what the next man was doing, how hard the next man was. Oh, that vato thinks he's smart, homie. That vato ain't smart, homie. And I was like, hey, homeboy, our cell is the same size as his. So apparently you ain't much smarter. Save that bullshit and worry about you. And that's the message I'm giving out to people right now that think that I'm a negative person or I'm promoting violence or negativity. You really should just bounce. You're missing out on something. And it's not just me, it's my community. It's my platform. When you look at my platform, you look in the comment section, you see how many people are positive, who have lived that life, have grown out of it, and learned how to be better men, better women, sober, happy, peaceful. That's the foundation of this platform, Dubs. And it's going to be the platform, it's going to be the foundation of my second channel, Dub S. This is why another reason why I was so upset when I got caught up in the drama a few weeks ago. I don't do that, and it was an unfortunate thing. And luckily, and some people are saying, oh, you backpedaled, you did this and that. You can't shake the foundation of the man that I am. I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, but I know what I want more than anything. I want peace. I want love in my heart and in my life. And I want to share that with other people and let them know gangbanging ain't where it's at. Violence ain't where it's at. It's taking care of your family and your loved ones. Being real men. Being an example to your family. Being a breadwinner. Being somebody that people can depend on. Being a man of your word. These are all important things in life. Not how many people you smoked, But I digress. It's a Sunday. And like I said, man, today we're going to go out. We're going to celebrate the life of my brother, And I felt that in the celebration of his life, because he was with me when I killed, when I got busted for the murder I got busted for, he was with me. Fortunately, thank God, he didn't get caught up, And he had a chance to make a bunch of beautiful kids. And unfortunately, life was rough for him, like it is for everybody. But we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on, that's my boy. It's my dog. And I know he's looking out for me and his family. And I just wanted to do this video. I know Sundays are a slow day. Hope everybody's relaxing, appreciating their family. Take your if you can afford it, take your family out to dinner. Take your family out to brunch or breakfast or lunch, whatever time you see this video. And if you can't afford that, then make them something in the house. Let them know you love them, man. Everybody stay safe, stay smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out.